Today's Gospel, Monday, February 1, is taken from St. Mark, chapter 5, verses 1 to 20. Jesus and his disciples came to the other side of the sea, to the territory of the Gerasenes. When he got out of the boat, at once a man from the tombs, who had an unclean spirit, met him. The man had been dwelling among the tombs, and no one could restrain him any longer, even with a chain. In fact, he had frequently been bound with shackles and chains, but the chains had been pulled apart by him, and the shackles smashed, and no one was strong enough to subdue him. Night and day among the tombs and on the hillsides he was always crying out and bruising himself with stones. Catching sight of Jesus from a distance, he ran up and prostrated himself before him, crying out in a loud voice, "What have you to do with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I adjure you by God, do not torment me." He had been saying to him, "Unclean spirit, come out of the man." He asked him, "What is your name?" He replied, "Legion is my name. There are many of us." And he pleaded earnestly with him not to drive them away from that territory. Now a large herd of swine was feeding there on the hillside, and they pleaded with him, "Send us into the swine, let us enter them." And he let them, and the unclean spirits came out and entered the swine. The herd of about 2,000 rushed down a steep bank into the sea, where they were drowned. The swineherds ran away and reported the incident in the town and throughout the countryside, and people came out to see what had happened. As they approached Jesus, they caught sight of the man who had been possessed by Legion, sitting there, clothed and in his right mind, and they were seized with fear. Those who witnessed the incident explained to them what had happened to the possessed man and to the swine. Then they began to beg him to leave their district. As he was getting into the boat, the man who had been possessed pleaded to remain with him, but he would not permit him, but told him instead, "Go home to your family and announce to them all that the Lord in his pity has done for you." Then the man went off and began to proclaim in the Decapolis what Jesus had done for him, and all were amazed. The Gospel of the Lord. Today's faith food reflection is from Brother Christian Costuna from the hand of the Sower Catholic Community. Ang ebanghelyo ngayon ay patungkol sa pinagaling na Gerasenong inaalihan ng masamang espiritu. Marahil, marami sa atin ang mga nakapanood na ng mga pelikula o dokumentaryo tungkol sa mga sinasaniban ng masasamang espiritu. Ako po ay nakasaksi ng ganitong pangyayari sa isang pagtitipon sa isang lugar sa Maynila na kung saan may mga taong mistulang sinaniban ng masamang espiritu habang nagaganap ang isang programa ng kanilang komunidad. Ang iba sa kanila ay nakakita ng nakakatakot at ang iba ay nakarinig ng boses na nagdulot ng kanilang sigawan, iyakan, paglulupasay at pagkawala sa sarili. Salamat sa Diyos at merong mga facilitators at pari na mga umagapay, nagdasal at nagpahinahon sa mga inalihan. Kwento ng mga taong nasapian ay hindi sila nakapagkumpisal ng mahabang panahon at hindi nagdarasal ng regular. Ang mga kasalanan na nananahan sa kanilang mga buhay ay naging daan para sila'y saniban. Paalala sa atin ng ebanghelyo ngayon ay bigyang kahalagahan ang sakramento ng rekonsilyasyon sa pamamagitan ng pangungumpisal, lalo't pa nalalapit na ang panahon ng Kwaresma. Gawing regular ang pagdarasal upang ang presensya ng Diyos ay laging manahan sa ating puso at walang maging ni isang puwang ang mga masasamang espiritu sa ating buhay. Manalangin tayo. Ama, huwag mo kaming ipahintulot sa tukso at iadya mo kami sa lahat ng masama. Amen. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo. Amen.